As a result of this play here, George Kittle is ruled out of the game. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Dr. Stephen Wilson, and here on this channel we analyze the science of sports injuries. So if that's the type of content that interests you, then please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. With the video here, we're taking a look at George Kittle's right lower leg. He was later ruled out after this play against the Eagles here on Sunday. Specifically, it's after he makes the reception and the Eagles defender engages him. We're taking a look at his right leg. We can see his right leg, his right foot going to come down to the ground. His right, the underside, the plantar side of his foot makes contact, and then here in this moment we can really appreciate the contour of the back of Kittle's calf. We can see the muscles of the medial and the lateral head of his gastrocnemius muscles. They're firing, they're engaging, and they're contracting here in the moment, and we're going to compare that to a couple of moments later on the replay. Again, we can see those muscles. You can see that nice V shape of those bipinnate muscles in the back of his calf. So here in this moment, Kittle's is being engaged by the Eagles defender. Most of his propulsion going forward is due to his right foot being planted on the ground, and as he gets driven back by the defender, we can see how his entire right foot is now on the ground with his toes pointed up towards his knee in what we would call the plantar flex position. But if we look at the back of his calf, so in this moment here, the back of his calf, we can appreciate the outline, that V shape of the muscle on the back of his calf, and then a moment later, we can see the rippling effect. Now we can see the muscle is a little bit more proximal, a little bit higher up on his calf, more towards his knee, and then further on the play here, like another half a second, we can see his entire right foot down on the ground. You can see how much dorsiflexion is going through his right foot here. Like, look at the angle between the top of his toe and his shin. Like, if you were to measure that, that's not a very great distance at that point. The reason why there is so much dorsiflexion in Kittle's foot and ankle right now, why his toes are so close to his shin, is we see that change in contour of the muscle in the back of his calf due to what is likely the rupture of his Achilles down the back side of his calf, attaching into the back of his calcaneus, his heel bone here. We advance it a little bit further, and then he goes down on the play and is then removed from the playing field on a cart. On the anatomy screen here, if this is George Kittle's right foot, again, his toes coming up towards his knee in a significant hyper dorsiflexed position. That's going to place a significant amount of strain on the back of his calf muscles here, mainly up into the more proximal portion of his calf. You have your gastrocnemius muscles, your soleus muscles, and even the plantaris muscles. They come down, they come distally down towards the heel bone, forming the Achilles tendon complex, which then attaches into the back of the calcaneus. With his toes pointed upward, that's going to produce a tremendous amount of stretch and tension on those muscles in what we'd call an eccentric contracted position of those muscles. And if the tension on those muscles is greater than the strength of the attachment point, then something has to give. What we're looking at here is likely a ruptured Achilles for George Kittle. I'm recording this video about halfway through the third quarter. Kittle has not returned to the game and has been ruled out with a lower body injury. Assuming that we're correct with this diagnosis, this may have implications for George Kittle moving into next season as well. Thank you very much for watching today, and please be well.